Alright, what are we at? Hey, Bill. Hey, Pat, how's it going, dude? So, hey, Dwight. I have a series of skills that I managed to get this build working with under the Zerker. And I was testing at like 4 AM in the morning, and it's legit. Yeah, man, I just, any spare moment I get, I load up the stream. Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. I can be frozen. Hey, MR Stolen. How you going, man? Need to get battle on this. Oh, I know, man. That's why I was off last night. I was just too tired. Tonight, I'll be honest, I'm pretty tired, but I'm not tired enough that I can't stream, so. I am probably going to stream that that comic book style game on Friday night, so tomorrow night. I bought it last night. Yeah, freeze is a problem right now. But I think I know how to fix this. Just gonna fix it in the Pantheons. That is really fucking annoying. Alright. Yeah, this seems to work a lot better with Smite. Because I was looking for a way to get it to work. There we go. Stun immunity. I'm still ironing out the sort of kinks in this, but so far, like, I tested it with a whole heap of skills last night and it works, so. I just got to deal with freeze. Freeze is my only enemy right now. Because I got chaos res and everything. Like, regen's enough to handle the extra rage degen, so there's that. Like, tooltip goes up pretty crazily on this. I think someone posted on the video, they're like, oh, like 5 to 10 mil, that's not enough for melee. It's like, come on, really? Like 200k EHP? Like, fucking hell. How much damage do you want? Hey, KP. Fuck yeah, man. So as you can see, it, you know, even without max rage, it does rip through bosses. So it's pretty decent. It's got unbreakable. How's it going, Atomic? Oh, I reckon. If it doesn't do like 50 million DPS, then people will be like, it's not enough. If you have a look at like the average level 100 player, they actually have around 5 mil to 10 mil DPS on a vast majority of builds. So that's a pretty good mark. And like this template works with most skills. Like I'll show you Ice Crash next, because I can just willy-nilly switch out skills on this. It's set up to do that. And actually, even better, I got Heavy Strike working. But this just does so much AoE. And no need to stack auras or anything like that. You just run it as a standard Omni build. Same mace, Frost Breath. Frost Breath is busted. Exactly, man. Like this will cost, you know, X amount of whatever, but this can run the most melee skills at this stage. Like all the ones I've tested, like maybe 8 or 9, and it runs them. Like you can see it on screen. It works. You know, we're playing T16 juiced maps, Alchem Goes maps. And I'll once I get enough Sulfite, we'll head back into Delve and we'll test against the Crystal King. The only issue I got is I don't have freeze immunity, which is annoying, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So this is if you got rage and everything up, right? So like you get to the end of the map, delete. How is that not powerful? So it's hitting for like 9 mil per hit. And I'll show you what's even better. We can play Heavy Strike. So I'll go grab a 21 Heavy Strike. Yeah, exactly. So if we want to play... Oh yeah, I got Volcanic Fissure working too. And Molten Strike works on this. It's actually much better than the first iteration of Molten Strike that I played. So I don't need to change anything but the skill, because the tree's already got +1 to strikes. So... what do we need to do? Gotta juice that map up. You want to see Ice Crash? Alright, let's grab it. Because I tested it. I'm providing big time this time. I sort of got Wild Strike to work, but it's just not as good as what I'd want it to be. But it does work. So, alright. And like, bear in mind, this is a fucking tanky version of Ice Crash. This isn't like Glass Cannon. This has got 191,000 EHP. So it starts off a little slow, and it's the ramp up that'll start to kick in. So more investment in AoE would make this much better. But you can already see as you ramp it up, and this absolutely fucking deletes bosses. Yeah, man. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. If there's no change to Frost Breath, go Frost Breath Omni, the same build I've set up here, and basically anything you put in it, within reason, is gonna work. Like you can see here, I'm pretty easily just smoothing through this right now. So here's where we go into a T16 boss, right? That's a T16 boss. Glacial Cascade is not going to work because it's a spell. So there are certain skills that work better than others. So Heavy Strike, for example. Just running alleyways. Omni is similar to Mage Blood in respect to melee. It fixes melee. So this is Heavy Strike. So maybe you want to play some Heavy Strike. So we'll just juice that up. Bam. I actually find this one really amusing because the AoE, like, it just crushes. So, you know, the most unloved skill in the fucking game, it chads it out. And we actually take this down to Delve. It does okay in Delve. Yeah. Well. Yeah. The AoE fixes, the change to the AoE node, or the melee strike node, really fixes heavy strike this league. So I'll show you a Guardian with heavy strike in a moment. I thought this was amusing last night, because I was like, I've been trying to get heavy strike to work, and I tried like, what was it, Starforge and stuff like that, and Trinity. It was nowhere near as good as this, and this is just using the same Frost Breath hammer, or mace. It's just that fucking powerful with cold conversion. And if we could fit a Magnate on this, this would just be unbearably overpowered. Pretty cool. So like we could probably run a Guardian map, run one with less elemental. The way that Heat Shiv is currently working, that synergized with the, what was it, the Legacy of Fury, it's crazy powerful. Frost Breath is an unbelievable weapon. Like, this is fucking heavy strike. Look, I can face tank T16 mobs, and this map's not, you know, a baby map. It's been the same for the last few leagues. Like, it's just playing with it, you know, you can get it to work. And like, really, the Omniscience is the only crazy item on this build. Everything else is pretty achievable. I love the Frost Breath. I think next league I might league start with a melee. I haven't tried like well, actually no, I did Glacial Hammer against Cyrus with the Jug, and that had no issues. It's not going to Uber. If you mean by top tier, will it Uber? No, but it can do every other boss. You just need to know mechanics a little more with melees, which is why you can't really do Ubers unless you can build a face tank variation. But and like there is of course that issue where you get absolutely overwhelmed by elemental. So like, is it infallible? No, but you can get it working at least. Like, you know, considering this is a 0% played skill, it's pretty good. So like with melee, unlike other skills, you can't face tank that unless you're like a Jug. But if you go Jug, you're just not going to have the damage. So like you can see there, it does that pretty easily. It'll probably do the Twisted, to be honest with you. So like people were having issues with running self-cast Volcanic Fissure. I'll show you Volcanic Fissure. And it's really, like, volcanic fissure is really weird the way that that works. So, you know, we can switch out the volcanic fissure. I did get an awakened multi-strike last night too because I could. Possibly, yeah. If you can get it working on 2H, yeah. This is going to be way tankier though because you've got a lot more armor. But yeah, you can play it with the Void Forge. So this is Volcanic Fissure, self-cast, instead of totems. So like, as a non-totem skill, I'll be honest with you, this is a lackluster skill. On you have to play it on totems to get the full effect. But like, I'm doing cold conversion with this, and this is T16. Just mosey through. You get faster as it ramps up. So like, this doesn't feel as good because you've got to wait for the hit to actually hit the target, and that is what makes the skill a little shitty. But the design was cool. It's really just totems that is where it's going to excel on, unfortunately. But you can get it working. It's all doable. And like, with more investment, more optimization, this can obviously be way better as well, because, you know, +1 of strikes really doesn't synergize with this. And like, tooltip's 253, and then you've got proj damage. Like, it's not as strong as other melee skills, but it's good on totems. Yeah, man, you probably find it'll work really well. Obviously, Flicker Strike works with Omni as well. That's why a lot of builds run Omni on Flicker Strike. Frostblades. If I wanted to switch to Frostblades, I could too, but I gotta do a lot of rejigging to do that. But yeah, it pretty much runs most builds. Or most skills. Yeah, if you keep trying to go after mirror builds when you're not a full-time streamer, you're just gonna have a bad time. Whereas like, getting a build to do this is you know, pretty damn good. Like, you know, this is within 1% of play, but this is gonna be more achievable for most people. And this is actually fun because you get to play different skills, not the same fucking metas that, you know, everybody keeps peddling. Like, I'm still playing the League. I'm genuinely enjoying figuring these builds out. But look at how good this is. Like, just say, oh, this isn't enough damage. Like, really? It's got good round of defenses. You know, moderate levels of damage, and that's perfectly acceptable. And it's not fucking mirror tier. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, if you're playing at this level, like, this will do everything. And it looks cool, too. Like, look at that. How's that not a lot of damage? Like, it's great. I love it. So I'll do a few more maps and then get into 300 depth delve and find it all, and hopefully this will be able to smack it all up. Yeah, I want to put Val Smite on this so I can just blast entire screens. But no voice is required, just omniscience. If you got 10 divine, or if you can get it for cheap, it might be more, next league or whatever, who knows. If you can get it, you can make it work. Yeah, if you got some. I'm keen to pay you for them. Fuck, thanks Gary. Appreciate your candor, dude. I actually really like Smite because it reminds me of Diablo. Just hold up. I'll jump into Global 100. You should see, if you're in Global 100, you should see me pop up in the in there with hey hey and that message, and then just send me an invite. Yeah, man, that's the most important thing. That's what a lot of people forget about, like league starters. You don't want to be like playing something that you're having to grit your teeth through. Like, nobody wants to play games and have no fun. Who doesn't use Global 100? Global 100 is the bomb. Man, I can't do raging anymore. Yeah, I usually have it ticked off because people type a lot of shit up on there. And it's like, really? Like, why are we talking about this? This is Path of Exile. Oh, look at that altered distant memory. Yeah, man, you gotta focus on that one quad in the all uprising area in the map, and it's a piece of cake after that. Yeah, that seems to be a norm with a lot of video games these days, though. I'm not doing casts on death. Man, I already came up with like dope melee builds, and actually this was by pure chance. I just started playing around with it and I was like, this looks like fun. I'm pretty happy with this build though. It's like peer pressure almost. Yeah, man, it's like, look at how good this is. Like, I genuinely, I love melee. Like, I really want melee to be great in this game, and I will do anything that I need to do to get a build to work in an affordable way. Also, when you got like nearly 300,000 tooltip before you trigger rage, that's pretty dope. Like, look at this, bossing damage, bam. That's some solid ass bossing damage if I've ever seen it. You know what? Chain hook would work on this, so let's go get a chain hook skill and find out. I think it should chain hook should work because it doesn't require a sword, does it? Yeah, it'll work. Let's try it. Fuck it, we're tanky enough. Maybe this was the chain hook build all along. Did I buy a 21 chain hook? No. Let's do it. Chain hook. Bill, maybe this is your chain hook build you've been waiting for. Chaos. It's gonna break the bank. He's like, who the fuck's buying chain hook? Nobody buys chain hook. Hey, Kilimanjaro. Zyro. We're just fucking around with Omni melee builds tonight, which seems to work. Yeah, I might have. That build really tilted me. Not gonna lie. I blame Bill. Hey lad, how's it going, man? Man, I can't fucking try. I tried to get chain hook totems to work. I wanted it to work. So 58,000 on the tooltip. Let's just bash chain hook into this Omni bastard and see what happens. Smite. So we switch this out with chain hook. Its damage is not promising. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't look good. It's like 300,000. But I'll try it anyway, maybe. Just maybe. Who knows? Let's go. Ah, fuck it, we'll just run a strand. Oh, I'm okay, man. I've got a shitload of gear sitting here. I'm never going to be able to use for all the builds that I'm going to play for however long. So. And plus, it's bloody what was it, Gauntlet next week in a week. So I'll be switching to that. Bro, we're not letting chain hook go, Pat. Chain hook, it's staying in the rotation forever. We're gonna get chain hook working one day, whether it be this build or another. Exactly. Nah, man. It's got I need omniscience for this to work. Look, I'm gonna say this. It's shit. But at least it works, sort of. I'm just holding the button down right now, actually. Yeah, this is not a good skill. I did minion jug, man. I've done minion jug. That's done. That's been and gone. There's a whole video series on that. There you go, Bill. If you really wanted to play Chainhawk, you could do it with this. This build is just going to work with most things. Yeah, it is. And because it's tanky, it's pretty G. The tooltip gets to 288,000. What's that buff? 335,000. There you go. There you go, Bill. Don't ask me about fucking Chainhawk. I don't generate frenzy charges, so I can't play Flicker Strike. And I'd have to recraft. So it's not good. So dumb. Yeah, it works. It kills shit. Sort of. I did want to play with potentially Lacerate. Oh, but that needs a sword. Double Strike, maybe? Double Strike works. $5.5 mil with Double Strike, so Double Strike will work. What does Cyclone say? It's actually not very good with Cyclone. It's pretty bad with Cyclone. Like, it'd do damage, but it wouldn't be very good. What other melee skills in the dex side do? We can pretty much play any dex melee skill too. So, Frostblades works, can confirm. Double Strike works, can confirm. What else? Lacerate's not going to work. Spells aren't going to work. Lightning Strike will work, but, well, I don't know why you would do this. So, Lightning Strike will do like... Lightning Strike would be respectable levels of damage, so that would work. Reeve, no. Like, Splitting Steel should work as well. No, doesn't work with Splitting Steel. Wild Strike works, but not that well. What else have we got here? Blade Flurry? Oh no, you need blades. Yeah, won't work with that. None of the steel skills are going to work. Ambush. Yeah, pretty much, man. It's such a weird template that it just works, so ambush won't work. Like, that's a pretty good number of skills that it can... That's it, man. It can just do it. Like... Elemental Hit should work. Yeah, so Elemental Hit, if you go Cold Attack, Cold AoE, yeah, Elemental Hit will work. Alright, we're gonna destroy that Chain Hook skill. I tried most of these out, so pretty much all of these skills except for like Cleave, Shield Crush, and Perforate work. Vigilant Strike, I don't know why Vigilant Strike's still in the game, because it's got cooldown. Yeah, like why would you do that? Lead Slam. Let's find out. So you'll get up to 1.274 mil, but for shits and giggles we can just switch the gem in and find out. So it doesn't work with multi-strike, but let's just try a map and see what happens. Conk Path's really weak. I don't know why. Static Strike, let's have a look. Yeah, Static Strike should be pretty... The beams are pretty weak on it, but the actual hit from Static Strike's pretty good. So we could try Static Strike as well, actually, and we'll give that a bash. I'll buy a 2021 Static Strike. I think one of the other creators put up a decent build for Static Strike as well, but like this could be a cheaper version, I guess. Why is it so Just go 2021. Be good if I got a bloody response here. Sunder works. Sunder works. I tested Sunder last night. I'll show you Sunder if you want to see it. Anomalous. Oh, that's why. Yeah, we could try that. You really want to see that? Alright. It's not going to work with default attack, man. It's too low. Way too low. So, you want Leap Slam. It doesn't really work with Leap Slam because it's not strong enough. But it's respectable either way. Shit. Thanks, Mr. Leap Slammer. Alright, so let's give it a crack with Static Strike. Not bad. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's not like it's not terrible. I don't have any regen, do I? So far I like Smite, Glacial Hammer, and Heavy Strike. Yeah, it needs a little more for that to work, but that Nova, nah, there's no Nova skills that are gonna, so no spells are gonna work. Because it's strictly made for melee. That's just my MTX. So I've got a, I've got fire footprints. Fuck. I got fire footprints. Heavy Strike? Alright, I'll show you Heavy Strike. We'll just load up another T8 map. That'll do. Oh, Nova. Yeah, I guess you could do that. So if you're going to play a Heavy Strike, this is a T16. So it's got to have a bit of ramp up time. The targeting is the biggest issue with melee skills. Yeah, I can do that. I'm in a I'm in another guild, but I can have a look at doing that. So this is once you get ramped up, you hit, what's that at? 7.8 APS. Oh, okay, that's Bottled Faith. I've got the MTX for Bottled Faith, sorry. So you get like stupid amounts of freeze off of the Frost Breath. Like this is not an uber killer, but it should be pretty respectable at taking down most shit. And see, like, if you really wanted to be committed to Heavy Strike, you could play it no sweat. And it's tanky enough that you'd be able to get away with doing most stuff. I don't know, pup. What are you playing, dude? As long as you don't make me play another Chainhawk build, dude, I'll be happy. So like as you can see, like even on the ramp up on bosses, it's pretty strong. And like this has got a decent amount of mods on T16, so this will be able to do like your Minotaurs and whatever. I don't know if it'll do Maven, but you could try. Just go SRS Jug, honestly. Hey, Alois. So yeah, these are all the skills that it runs. Not too much, man. Just playing around with different melee skills. Double strike won't work because you need 2 weapons. But if you switched out the shield, you could potentially run it. Yeah, man. I've invested a lot into getting Chainhook working this league, thanks to Bill. It's been on me like White Arm Rise. Man, you gotta get that Chainhook build working. So I'll try 290 Delve. Yeah, I'm thinking Jug too, pup. Maybe Bone Shatter. Bone Shatter should be, you know, pretty easy to get ramped up. So this is 300 Delve with this, so it's pretty good. Like, inevitably will die at some point, but... I'd say this is pretty okay. Yeah, because you'll be able to take down Ubers and stuff with the SRS. You could get Dual Strike running on it if you switch the shield out, but you need to find attributes then, and that becomes the problem. So once you're rage ramped in Delve, you're pretty good. Like, you can go for a while. It feels like I'm playing the Crusader out of D3, to be honest with you. I really like Smite. I think it's a cool build. If you've got like a, well, like Mana Bond was really good this league. Bone Shatter's really good down there. Hey, Game Williams. RF, if you've got a really solid, like my RF build was doing horizontal 550s without too much issue. Yeah, it just depends. Like anything with a Mage Blood is obviously going to work. What I do want to get right now though is I want to get a Val Smite, level 21 Val Smite. Yeah, wait until I get Val Smite. Oh shit, that's expensive as fuck. Alright, 2020. Let's try that. 30C. Nah, seem to be okay, man. Alright, Val Smite. Thanks for the follow, Sparhawk. Alright, so, where am I going to chuck this on the build? Yeah. So this can clear the entire screen with Val Smite. Oh shit. On a loop here, I don't know what's going on with my sound effects. RF's pretty much going to be one of the stablest builds. Bone Shatter is really good if you're switching out of that, but yeah. RF's just a really difficult build to sort of counter out of because it's so damn tanky. Shit. Yeah, there you go. Poison SRS will work on the jug. There was also the bleed jug too that I put together. That was really good too. And that could do Ubers as well. Yeah, this is... I tried the champ as well. I didn't like it. So yeah, if you're gonna give Smite a crack, give this a crack with Smite. It actually works pretty well. Nah, man, I've got nothing left in the thingo, but I do have Unstoppable, and like this has a effective health pool of 200,000, so it's pretty good. Thanks for the Thanks for the follow, Twizzled. If we weren't fast enough, we go faster! Well, that's also why... I think my sound has looped in incorrectly. Oh, shit. Tell you what, rage ramping is really good. I was looking at that rage brand, that looks really good too. Yeah, man, that's what you want, man. Like master RF, and you can move on to so many other builds like this and everything else in between. RF's really good to learn. I love that Bow Smite, just BOOM! It's like one of the few melee skills you don't have to target, you just hold the button down and everything dies. Oh shit. Oh, there's got to be a king here somewhere. It's got to be somewhere. We've got to test this build out. It's got to earn its stripes. The only way to do that is king killing. We can achieve 300, king killing at 300, we're doing well. What? Are you playing like New Game Plus? I can't talk, I did that so many times with Witcher 3. Man, I was playing that a little while back. I just didn't have enough time. I haven't got that command loaded up yet, dude. Shit. Yeah, I know, right? Oh shit! It's not as forgiving as the jug when that shit happens. That's the only caveat. I ran out of flares. I just gotta keep flares up. I'm still operating in the back of my mind thinking, oh yeah, I've got like 1500 to 6000 life regeneration, and I don't. I only got like 500 to 700. So I'm playing a little suicidal at the moment. Shit. Fucking hell. What's on that damn biome? Oh, penetration. Okay, alright, that's why. Rips through your fucking overcap. Even Unbreakable doesn't do enough to fix that. I have Awaken Added Cold. Thanks for the follow, Natos. Awaken Cold. Awaken Elemental Damage with Attacks. Awaken Multi-Strike. Anomalous Inspiration. And Critical Strike Chance. I think that was it. Yeah, man, Anima drop again. Yeah, Pen Down and Delve just rips through your defenses. There's nothing you can do about it. This isn't as stanky as my jug either, so it's not as good at that. Oh, like it works, but it's super fucking expensive. Getting that build to work and balancing it is, yeah. To be honest with you, I didn't even watch the video. Like, I've I've played Mana Bond before, and yeah. To get it working properly in Delve requires a lot more investment than other builds. What the hell is my alert doing? It just keeps replaying the damn alert sound. Maybe that's my side. Yeah. Pen is not fun, it's just pen sucks. Like here I'm okay, I'm fine, no pen. I don't think. No. Fucking Molten, go away. Fucking deleted. Get off my screen. Deleted! Oh yeah, how'd you go with Volcanic Fissure, man? Did it work for you? Yeah, it's the further down you go, man, Delve is just hard. It separates the men from children from the men. Or the men from the children, or however you want to coin it. It's just natively a difficult game mode, and that's why I love it. Because if you can make builds work down here, then yeah, they're going to work in maps. Oh, fucking nice, man. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that totem build was crazy good. Super good. Like, I was farming beards with it at one point. Yeah, that's fair enough. A lot tankier, a lot more forgiving. No worries, dude. Glad I could help. What the fuck? There must be degen on the ground. Ooh, city. Yeah. Oh, that's good, man. You're running alls down there, and then you just need one envy, and you're up 35 div. Vortex, Occultus. Thanks for the follow, Rage Quit. Oh, Bone Shatter. Bone Shatter will work. There's a lot of Bone Shatter builds playing Delve because they're super tanky. Yeah, I'd have a look at PoE Ninja Man. That's a hard question to answer. No worries, man. Oh man, it happens, dude. I haven't had an all in like 3 days, I think. He'll sprout up. You gotta have faith. Gotta believe the king will appear. That's the easiest Ganix I've ever done. Usually chases me for like 10 minutes, trying to kill me. Oh, that's just unfucking lucky, man. Sometimes he appears, sometimes he doesn't, unfortunately. He's an elusive son of a bitch. I've been selling precursors, so I'm pretty much farming every boss this league. Yeah, might as well kill him. Don't want to set a bad example by letting enemies live. Take a zero mercy approach to bosses in Delve. You definitely want to do the architect because there's potential for him to drop Doriani's, and also the ultimatum fragments. And Doriani's are like that's machinariums. They sell for like 3.5 div, and also any of the rings. I've sold like 2 precursors each for like 25 div this league with +1 frenzy charges. So 3 rings equals a precursor's emblem. So they're worth it. I assemble them. You sell them for way more assembled. Nah, man. They just drop in troves as they appear. There's no target for that. There's either going to be a trove or no trove, unfortunately. This fucking son of a bitch is freezing me! Oh my god, freeze is a fucking pain in the ass in this game. Just perma-freeze. That's it, this imp is definitely going to die. I don't have freeze immunity, that's part of the problem. I need to get it on one of my flasks. Which will be problematic when I go to kill Crystal King, because he chills on hit. Definitely +1 frenzy, so the green rings, they're the best ones to get. And they drop on, any of the rings can drop on any of the bosses you fight down here. Oh, very nice. Fuck. Gonna run into issues with different bosses, I feel, with this build. So I wonder if I switch this back to Jug. It's just got a lot of health, man. Oh yeah, I know, man. I want to see how this goes on the Jug. Yeah, the other side is, like, you do less damage, but you can tank him for a lot longer. Oh man, I've got the Blitz jewels, so not even an issue. Did you not know that? Yeah, man. So all you do is you run your lab, and then you spec in 40 points when you get to the altar, and you can change. Oh well, this is good exercise. I got like 240,000 effective hit pool because I've got crit immunity and I've got overcap reses and progenesis. So I'm pretty tanky with 3.5k HP is pretty okay. Oh, there you go. Learn something new every day. Kim's like, I can't believe I did not know this. Yeah, I just run the normal lab. Piece of cake. Yeah, there you go, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. like, fuck. Oh, dude. Sometimes you just gotta learn the hard way. Yeah, so basically all you do is you respec your points, right? 40 points, respec. Go up to your altar, change, jug. Done. There you go. Oh man, you watched it live. That's the live tutorial. Damage is still respectable. Still pretty tanky, still pretty decent amounts of damage. Not as much, but it'll continue to ramp up anyway. Just way tankier. Yeah, it's way tankier than the Zerker, I'll tell you that much. That's not Z DPS. He's a 300 depth fucking Kugel or whatever the fuck. Kugel. It's pretty damn tanky. Though Glacial Hammer's better. Thanks for the follow, Tony. Yeah, I hate Malcoon, man. It's a terrible map. Probably in like, I'd say like three or 4 weeks. Probably 3.5 weeks to be honest with you. But I don't know, man. We'll find out when we find out. Fucking hell. Hit by the damn laser. Alright. Where's my glacial hammer? Nah, I died, but I've lost the drive to want to kill that bastard now. Definitely prefer glacial hammer. Better on the Zerker, but not so much for delving. It's good for mapping though, and normal bosses, but I'd rather do this. It's not about what they drop, it's about the completion and their availability. So like they are much harder maps to get hold of, and they're part of your challenges, so people pay for them. Yeah, I know, man. I noticed that just as I was going into a wall. gonna find a Crystal King eventually. Right now, this is my Glacial Hammer Jug. I put a video up last night on the channel for you. So it's pretty much exactly like this. The only change in the build between the 2 days is Awakened Multi-Strike from Divergent Multi-Strike, but yeah. That's a lot of scouting maps, dude. That's a shitload of scouting maps you'd have to spam. Yeah, it's not too hard. Like if you play Mana Bond, you'll achieve that easily. Right. Oh yeah, 6,000 HP regen, eh? That's awesome, man. I gotta say, like, this is gonna be one of my new favorite builds each league, I think. I may even league start with this next league. Just without Omni, I'm gonna have to figure out how to farm Omni and get the damage up in alternative ways. That's pretty good, man. Yeah. This build should actually work quite well with Molten Strike. But potentially you could do it on this. But you probably want to run that with the Occultist and then run Replica Alberon. And then stack Strength and then scale up your Black Fire with or your Black Flame with Chaos damage. Yeah. Yeah, Yoke would work to apply shock. Well, we got ExileCon in July, which I'm booking flights and shit for on the weekend, and we'll probably find out at ExileCon because they're gonna make that huge. So we'll probably know an answer in what's that, end of July. Yeah, Bone Shadow Jug's really good. Jug's just in general, I think. Look, I stand by Jug is my favorite ascendancy, so I will literally play anything with Jug. It's my go-to. Like, look at how tanky this motherfucker is. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll play around with the Yoke of Suffering, dude, and I'll see if I can make a stopgap version of this build that at least gets to like 3 or 4 mil DPS before you get Omni. Because I'm actually I really enjoy Glacial Hammer now. I think it's a great build. And like I was doing Cyrus with it and everything, can do pretty much everything. I played the beta, man, and it feels really meaty and like it feels a little slower, but in the right ways. It's like your character, when you're playing like a Jug, for example, you feel like how big the character is and the movements. Like when you hit something, it feels like you're actually smashing something. Yeah, I tested that with this. It's not a very good skill for self-cast, to be honest with you. But we'll see what new skills come out next league, and I might come up with something new altogether. Like if it's a melee skill, then I'm going to be using this hammer, and then we'll do it with Yoke of Suffering until we get an Omni, and then basically chuck an Omni on it and build an Omni melee build. So pretty much get any new melee skill to work that way. I'll just need to flesh out a league start variation. Oh yeah, spears and crossbows are going to be fucking awesome. And all the new ascendancies as well, like they're adding in, wasn't another, like they're doubling the ascendancies, so that should be really good. Yeah, that's what I'd say too, man. Same, man. Give us some really interesting reworked uniques. Yeah. I'm still keen for D4 though. Yeah. It was pretty much the best way to play it was totems, which was the build that I put forward, and yeah. Self-cast didn't work. I know Garatha tried self-cast and he was like, this is shit. Whereas I had a really good league start using it on totems, so. To the point they had to fucking change that, the ballista gem because it was breaking and just gave you stupid amounts of damage. Yeah, man. I'll be playing D4. I haven't really played Duelist in a very long time. It's not really at the moment. There's like a few classes that I sort of specialize more in these days, like Jugs and Occultists, more than anything else. But not Slayers or anything like that. Yeah, exactly, man. I really enjoyed playing Totems. And I sort of honed in how to make currency out of Crucible farming, so before I went to Delve. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't feel like I was really playing endgame until I was down in Delve, farming Delve. Yeah. They fixed the bug, speed. Not sure, man. Jorgo the Juggin. Jorgo's Juggin. Man, Jug's just where it's at. If it ain't Jug, it ain't worth playing. Jug for life. Yeah, I used to really like the Inquisitor. Templar was my favorite, but now, yeah, I gotta say, Jug just takes the cake. It's just so much better in every way. Unbreakable is just the best node ever. I hope I don't ever want them to nerf it. They can do whatever the fuck they want with everything else. Don't nerf Unbreakable. And Unstoppable. Unstoppable makes is so good for Delve. Oh me. Definitely the Bleed Reaper is one of my favorite builds so far. Look, I've probably played like 3 really good jugs this league, including this one, and I've liked them all, but the Bleed Reaper was one of the most interesting ones. Because it's a fucking Reaper build on a jug, and, you know, nobody else is playing Summon Reaper, so... I think it does. I'm not 100% on that because I'm not very experienced in EA. Okay. Dylan, everyone's experience in Delve can vary based on the level you're at. Like, I make somewhere in between 4 to 5 an hour, other people make 20, other people make 2. But it's pretty profitable either way you shake it, and it's consistent, and it's got a very quick turnaround. And then, you know, Crystal King farming is really profitable as well if you can find them. Yeah, that bow is pretty hard to, both hard to craft and hard to find. Yeah. There's a few builds up from this league. I think I've done like 4 or 5 like big builds. Someone had a go at my build last night and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to say you're wrong about Crystallized Omniscience." I'm like, how the fuck am I wrong about it? I built the build. I'm playing it. Where's the Crystal King? Give me a Crystal King! No, because I said at the start of the video, this is not a fucking Uber build, and then I put it in the damn commentary as well. This is not an Uber build. This is a Delve build. that comment like always tilts me when someone comes in. They're like, "Oh, can it do Ubers?" It's like, seriously, fuck off. Like, I hate that. Oh, it's like, there's always one, man. There's always one. And it's like every fucking video you put up, too. It's like, god damn it. I can't believe this stuff. Nah, Ubers suck to farm. Honestly, like, I was building an Uber farm at this league. Like, obviously my Bleed Reaper can do Ubers. It's not like an Uber farmer, but it can complete them. Do I enjoy the Uber fights? Fuck no, they're terrible. The only outcome is that you get a really good drop at the end. Like, that's the only beneficial outcome of the Uber, and you don't always get a good drop either. So, you know, yeah, like, different people have different enjoyment factors. I do not enjoy Uber farming, but I enjoy Delve farming, which a lot of other people don't enjoy. So, like, I like king killing. That's how I make my currency too. So everyone has a different proclivity in this game. Some people want to play Frost Trap and hate mapping. Other people want to do Delve and be tanky boys. Others want to map. Others want to play Legion. You know, got a lot of content. That's exactly it, man. Like, I'm not a Harvest fan, but, you know, I know a lot of people that like it. And Blight as well. Like, I don't like Blight, but some people like AFK Blighting with minion builds. Each to their own. And that's what I find interesting. Like, Uber builds can't do any of the other content. So, I guess, like, other people probably put up similar videos and then they're like, yeah, this is bullshit. Like, yeah, same, man. Like, no one build does absolutely every piece of content in the game. That's bullshit. Like, you know, you can't tell me you're optimized for Blight if you're a single target sort of character or if you're not tanky or anything like that. Yeah, I remember ZDPS. With, what was it, Icicle Mines? That was pretty good, that build. That was when it was a lot harder to go down in the depths as well. And then they added flicker spiders. Yeah, but because everybody's playing it, that's what really doesn't incentivize me to want to play it, to be honest with you. I hate playing what everybody else is playing. Like being unique. I was reading that in the Discord about Blade Trap. Maybe there might be a way to play it with Omniscience. Something to look at for next level. Oh yeah, that build was insane. Even to this day, I'm surprised that build was so fucking good. I spent a lot of time optimizing that Chad build too. To the point where I had mark of death on it and everything. I'm out of flares. Yeah, man, meta build. It's like EA a few leagues ago, it was the same. The changes to poison to allow minions to have access to it, and then the jewels, the craft changes, really opened that up. Because poison's broken, it's totally going to get nerfed. Like, it's absolutely getting fucking nerfed. Not a fan of Cyclone builds anymore, to be honest with you, man. Yeah, Blazing Salvo, that was so tanky. Cracklands? Fuck, we had some good leagues in the last 12 months, actually. Really set some fucking off-kilter metas. I still can't believe so many people played Cracklands after that video. There was like fucking a bajillion people playing Cracklands. And the league before I put that video up too, there was like fucking almost nobody playing Cracklands and they were running it on the Guardian, which made no damn sense. Once upon a time, I liked cycling. Not anymore. Pardon me. A little bit tired. Yeah, I tried that. I couldn't get into that one. Winter Orb was a good build. Yeah. I hate anything where you just perpetually die every time you go and face something. I really detest those types of builds. Not fun dying every 2 seconds. Is that actually a thing? Winter Orb totems. Not too bad, Ruby. How about yourself? Oh, Eater. What do you mean, like the implicit? Yeah. Got +1 to strike skills. Ah, that's good. That could be a king zone. Gotta suss that out. Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. Might have a look at that build. That's a really good suggestion. Bill, why didn't you think of that? I hope Bill's still in the chat. Still in the stream. Ice Spear totems are really powerful too. Like face tank builds, the Mana Bond build will work. Bone Shadow works. So what's it? Soul, whatever it is. Forbidden Rite, Occultist with Aegis Aurora. That'll work, but that needs like a Mage Blood to work properly. Yeah, Bill dropped the ball, man. It's supposed to be the ideas, man. It must have left stream. Because yeah, he definitely would have been latching onto that one. Be like, that you fucking call me out. Oh yeah, self-cursed Jug, yeah, that was a really good build. Yeah, and then they nerfed it. So I played it, and yeah, but that's when Cyrus was like the only, there were no pinnacle bosses then. Cyrus was it. They didn't have 85 tier bosses either. Yeah. And you'll need to craft a runic dagger, and then you want hits cannot be evaded, and then you do 100% cast on crit with it. It's really powerful. No worries, Alois, you have a good one, man. It has a bit of investment, but it'll take you down a deep delve really easily. You can stack a crap ton of armor on it, and ES, which makes you unkillable. Yeah, you should be able to face tank all with that one. You got overcap reses, because if you're running Mage Blood, you run a Bismuth Flask, and then you run Melting, was it Melting of the Flesh, so you can overcap your resistances. In the absence of that, you can still do that sort of with Cyclopean Coil. But it's still not as good. Mage Blood gets you down to those depths really easily. You can, man, but you'd be saving for like the first like 2-3 weeks. Like if you need to build a seed character to be able to fund it, basically. It's not an item that I would recommend to somebody who's only starting the game, and you'll notice none of my builds use it because it's a build fixer. If you're gonna run Molten Strike, literally you could run this jug build with Omniscience, and then yeah, that'll work really well. And then you run the Frost Breath, and which is what my setup is, and you'll get in the millions. And then basically all you got to do is then stack armor, and you level up until you can run Mage Blood, and you'll get really low down in Delve. Molten Strike's really good. But yeah, Dylan, don't. If you ever see a guide and they're like League Start or whatever, and they've got a fucking Mage Blood, just click the X in the corner, because that asshole doesn't know shit about Path of Exile. Yeah, you see it a lot on the streamers and the guys who play a lot. Ah, yeah, the Ascendant's really good. You see a lot on the streamers and stuff like that who get it, but the reality is we're talking like 1% or less of the population get that item and or spend time farming it. You can get it the OG way, but it's going to take a while to farm. So I've never put a build up that includes that or a Headhunter, because it's just too expensive. It's not practical. And you'll find if you don't have it, then the build won't work, because the whole build is predicated on being able to use those flasks with 100% uptime with increased effect. Oh, it's all good, man. So like the cost of what Mage Blood's what, 240 div or something like that? Completely impractical. Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, if you have to use a Mage Blood to fix your build, then you actually don't know how to build a build properly, because there was a time when that shit didn't exist, and so you had to learn how to balance builds. So what it does is it corrects imbalances that you haven't factored in your gear. So realistically, if you put a guide up, like it's like if you ever see like build of the week, right? That's strictly not a build that's going to be good, because if it's got a Mage Blood, you're literally just fixing your resistances with a fucking Mage Blood. Like that's basically all you're doing. You fix your Chaos Res and you fix your resistances. There's no compromise in the build, so then you can absolutely flat out max damage nodes and attributes and gearing. But that's not realistically practical because of the accessibility to Mage Blood, so... Yeah, exactly. I tried too, man, and it's just impossible to get it working without it. Yeah, you should be able to do it for 300 div. Yeah, best bet, just steer clear of Mage Blood builds. Because you'll spend a lot of currency balancing them, and it won't work without the Mage Blood. Because you can try and alt it, but it won't work. Yeah. You could switch out, you could sub out in that case a Magnate, which is going to do a lot more damage for you. Yeah, it's just like the ultimate item. It just, yeah, it fixes everything. Fixes your Chaos Res, fixes your Reses, fixes your armor. And then what you do is you craft like increased flask effect and kindling orbs. And yeah, you absolutely flat out max your flasks out. Because you can craft your flasks as well, so that gives you uptime on whatever attributes you craft. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that might be the go-to. Oh, no, I'm not sold on anything in particular yet. I'm waiting to see what the new skills will be. Yeah, exactly. So you end up dropping mirrors into a build. This is just like 300 to 310 roundabouts. Pretty sort of average depth. Just a comfortable depth to try and find holes at. I'm not sure. I can't remember, actually. It's a good question. Thanks for the follow, Dajan. Okay, there's your answer. Oh, there we go, Primeval. Oh, Crystal King! Yes! Oh, he's got fucking elemental penetration though, that's gonna hurt. That's right. Now we're going to kill the king. I wouldn't bank on its series favor. It's as rare as a headhunter now. Oh, you use one? Yeah, it's a good item now. Got buffed at hell. Oh, that's so good, man. I'm just chilling out here. I'm like half awake, half asleep right now, if I'm honest with you. But I am pretty happy that I've got a Crystal King to slaughter right now. I feel like I can kill this bastard. It's got like a few stats there that are bad for my build, but probably manageable. Alright, let's fuck this dude up. Yeah, he hits fucking hard. It's pretty okay damage. Nah, man. Always Gamba. Go hard and Gamba. Oh shit. No! Fuck! I fucked up! I hit too many nodes! Oh my god! I knew I'd fuck that up. Oh, that won't help me, because a lot of my build is predicated on my mace. Fuck! Alright, I'm gonna call it there, because I am way too tired to kill Crystal Kings right now. Fucking, I'm sloppy as. Yeah, that was bad. Anyway, I'll be online tomorrow night streaming, but we'll be playing, what am I playing tomorrow night? I bought a new game, Super something. Super Fuse? Yeah, Super Fuse. So, why so you gotta do that? There we go. Yeah, so we'll be playing